Here with the Saga Battle Report. We got Tom right here. Say hello, Tom.
Hey.
He's running the Mutataww'ia. I'm doing Last Romans. And we're playing a new feud, the scenario I talked about previously. And we're going to jump right in.
All right, let's throw some dice.
Yeah, baby. This is the Saga Battlefield today. We've got a ruins, forest. We have the hill in the middle for the scenario. We have rocky ground over here. These are my last Romans. I have a point of levy split into 2 units of 6. One here, one here. I have a unit of 6 Hearthguard. I'm availing myself of the new half-point option with the latest FAQ. I have a unit of Shield Maidens. Given these a whirl, I'd rather have Flemish Mercenaries with the last Romans, but I don't have any of those painted, so I'm using some Heathen models. And I think the Shield Maidens could perform pretty well here. Got the Warlord on a horse. I've got 11 warriors. I've got the Trader for the scenario here, new feud. And I've got a unit of 9 bow warriors to round out the force. Arrayed against me, I believe we have a unit of warriors. Looks like a 10-pack. Warlord, Dreaded Camel Hearthguard. Unit of 4 warriors. And 2 more warrior units there. A unit of 4 Hearthguard. And Tom chose the soldier. And there he is back there. The scenario we're playing is New Feud. This is a variation of the old feud scenario. The challengers remain the same. There's a hill in the middle, and at the end of each player's turn, they can score some bonus points for having their challenger on the hill. At the end of the game, if one of the challengers is dead, it's still going to be an auto win for the person who killed the enemy challenger, but otherwise, if it goes to massacre points, then the additional bonus points these guys are accumulating will go towards your score. So it should be a more interesting version of the scenario rather than hunkering down in the terrain the whole game. Players are going to be encouraged to get them out. The soldier generates 1 bonus point at the end of the turn. He's a little better than the trader, which I'm using, but the trader will generate 2 bonus points. So as long as I can keep him alive, hopefully I can outscore Tom here, but we'll see how it goes. So on the first turn, Tom gets his full complement of dice, but he can't activate a unit more than once. So he's got 2 warrior activations. He does have a long charge, but no one is going to be in range this turn. And then he's got a couple great defensive melee abilities up. Let's see what he's up to.
All right, I'm going to use the Warlord's We Obey to move this unit of warriors forward. Spend Saga dice to advance this unit of warriors forward. And I'm going to spend my remaining activation Saga dice and move this unit of warriors also forward.
First turn, I've queued up a lot of defensive melee abilities. I've got 1 shot, levy activation, and then I put a dice down so I can activate my challenger. This is what Tom's board is looking like as well. So we're probably going to have a kind of an inconclusive turn 1, but turn 2, probably be getting into the thick of it. Going to spend a Saga dice on indirect fire. This unit here, they're all in range. The unit generates 5 bow shots normally. With indirect fire, per the latest FAQ, they generate an additional 3 shots, capping me out at 8 shots. I do not have any Saga abilities to use. Tom, do you want to use one? Looks like you have 1 option there.
I am going to be good.
All right. So he's going to pass, and I'm going to be looking for 4s. So 4 hits. You're blocking on 4s. Take 3.
Take 3 casualties.
Not too shabby. Going to use Saga dice on Survey to activate this unit of levy. I want to stay more than medium away than that unit. So we're just going to go up ahead. We can only activate once this turn. So I won't be able to get closer to use my javelins. Use We Obey from the Warlord to activate this unit of warriors. I want to stay more than medium from those guys. But all we're going to do is try to make a screen. Our trader here. I want to get on the hill as soon as I can. Just try and start scoring some points. Use a Saga dice to activate the trader. He's going to come out. And he's stuck on a short movement. He can go about that far. I'll pull my warlord back slightly. Kind of shenanigans Tom will be up to here. That'll be it for me at the end of my turn 1. So for Tom's turn 2, he ended up pulling Allah's blessing and using that to roll a few more Saga dice. So it's at this point Tom realized he probably should have used that last turn, because of the number of Saga dice he's generating. He momentarily forgot that I could only activate a unit once, so he was saving that in reserve, but didn't work out for him. But he's got 2 warrior activations, Hearthguard or Hero. He's got like Genes to charge, and then Fight to the Death is queued up. I'm a little worried about that one. That one's nasty for going after baggage and objective models. A little worried for the trader. Hopefully I kept him safe enough. I am going to pop Strategos to add 8 dice to this ability for this turn, so I can use these for attack or melee, and they can be used on mercenary units such as the Shield Maidens and our little friend right there, the trader. So hopefully that'll be enough to keep them safe.
I'm going to activate a unit of warriors.
The dice for a movement. Hold up. You might be able to do a maneuver.
That's right. That's right.
You can only go this far with a maneuver.
Yep, which is fine. That's all. That's all I need.
That might be all you need.
Yep.
What else? That dice back.
And then I will use my determination from my...
All right, so he's reduced to a short due to the ruins.
Yep. All right, I'm going to activate a unit of warriors.
What are you up to?
They're going to advance.
They're coming close.
Coming in. Are they within range here?
It should be just out of medium.
Just out of medium.
If you want to charge, you have to use like Genes.
Yeah, and
then you wouldn't be using a Wheel Bay.
correct.
It's up to you.
I am going to use Wheel Bay.
Okay, so you're just getting
and
close.
I'm not going to charge.
Looks like Tom's strategy might be to gum up the works here. Keep the trader off the hill for now.
I'm going to use my determination from the warlord.
Charge him in. Charge him in.
Did you charge him in?
I wouldn't invite.
Yeah.
Oh, you do you, Tommy.
All right. You know, we're gonna have him hold back here.
Okay.
He's just gonna move up right here. All right. So I'm gonna activate this unit of warriors with my like Genes.
Like Genes.
And they are going to charge into the Shield Maidens.
Oh, my beautiful maidens.
And their charge distance is long.
All right, a full unit of Shield Maidens generates 8 attacks. That's 4 for the leader, 1 each for the rest, and then there is a 5th one, but that's a war banner, so it doesn't generate any attacks. And you have a unit of 8 warriors, is that right?
That is correct. Each one of them throwing 1 dice.
Okay, are you going to use any Saga abilities?
Not at this moment.
Okay, so that's probably pretty wise. We're hitting each other on 4s, as soon as you reduce your armor, which 2 of your abilities do that, I would all of a sudden get a +1 to hit and +1 to my defense dice. So that is a good call. I will use Strategos to add 4. I decided I'm gonna do 4 defense dice. It's gonna go back to you. You could change your mind, or are you good?
All right, I am going to be good.
All right, let's roll. We're looking for 4s. Oh, we got a hopper. I got 3 hits.
That is going to be 3 hits also.
Okay, so I'm going to be rolling 3 plus 4. Looking for 5s. Save 2. So 1 maiden goes down.
Looking for 5s. And I save 1 of them, so I'm going to lose 2 warriors.
All right, so I lose 1. You are going to retreat. So I have to decide if I want to take out the war banner or not. I think I will leave the war banner in and say I'll just remove 1 of the warriors. All right, so you're going to retreat.
I just has to end outside of short. Correct?
He goes short, a full short directly away. And then the other guys are optional as far as where they go, but they have to move a full short.
All right, I'm going to spend the Saga dice to activate a unit of warriors, and they are going to move up medium onto the hill.
Okay, so this is their second activation, so they will be taking a fatigue.
Throw fatigue on them. That is going to be the end of my turn.
That's the end of Tom's turn too. He's taking some casualties, but he has a nice position on the hill. Two rares, 4 commons, 1 uncommon. Yeah, so I've loaded up Strategos. Yeah, I'll pop it right now. It's in the orders phase. Otherwise, use my rare on superior tactics. I've got some shots lined up, indirect fire, massed volley, defensive ability. This is the one I left on. And warrior activation. But there are some abilities queued up over here on Tom's side. Let's see how we go. Kept the banner on these guys, so at the start of the turn, they'll lose a fatigue. All right, so Tom's really claimed the hill here. I'm going to have to push him back this turn. I think I'm just going to squeeze as much as I can out of the shield maidens. But first, I'm going to do some shots. And I have to move the warlord up to get within we obey range of this levy unit. So that works about to right here or so. And then I'll use we obey to get these guys moving. Got free javelin shots. I'm rolling 3 dice, hitting on 4s, no saga abilities in play. 2 hits.
Saving on 5s.
Saving on 4s.
4s, excuse me. That's 1.
1 warrior goes down. Next up, I'm going to pop massed volley. Activate all your foot units with ranged weapons to shoot. That's going to be the levy again. They'll take a fatigue at the end of this. This warrior unit and this unit of levy over here. Just a few of them are within range. So let's start with the levy. You don't really have any abilities queued up here, Tom. So yes, you do have Promise of Paradise if you think you might get killed here. But I don't think you're going to be using that for the first wave of levy shots. Looking for 4s, 1 hit. Blocking on a 4+.
He takes 1.
Warrior goes down.
That's this unit right here.
The other side. I've got 5 bow shots going into that same unit of warriors. Looking for 4s. 2 more hits.
Try to save these 2. And we see.
All right, over here. Let's see what we got in range. Let's say he's out. So 3 in range. So that's 2 shots. No hits. fatigue though. And the last of my shooting, I'm going to pop indirect fire on the warrior archers into that 4-pack here. See if I can try to take them down a saga dice. It's going to be 8 shots. This is their second shot, so I'll have a fatigue at the end of this. Tom, promise of paradise. It's I'd have to get very lucky to wipe them out. So
not yet.
Paradise isn't coming yet. Let's see what we can do. Looking for 4s. We got 3 hits. Shooting at warriors. We'll sneak one through. Knock you down a saga dice. Snuck it through. One goes down. The shield maidens have determination from the Valkyrie there. So they're going to charge in to these chaps right here. And we'll get it done. I can do some damage. All right, so charging in, I'm going to have 7 attack dice, 4 from the Valkyrie, 3 warriors. I still have the banner, which doesn't generate. You're going to have 6 dice. You decided not to close ranks, so we're both armor 4. First thing I will do is I'll take you down to armor 3 with your fatigue, and because of that I'm going to get a +1 to my attack and defense dice. So I'm just going to put those down there to remind us. It's going to go to you, Tom. What do you want to use?
Right, I will use Mortal Blow, so that reduces my armor down to a 2, but I will gain 4 attack dice and 2 defense dice.
2 defense dice. So I'm auto hitting at this point. I can use Strategos to add 4 attack or defense. If I use it for attack dice, I'm almost guaranteed to destroy that unit, which I don't want. I'll just take the 7 auto hits and I'll add 4 defense dice. I'm not opposed to charging them again this turn. So goes back to you. Anything else?
You know what? I'm going to pop Fight to the Death.
Oh, that was a good one.
So that's a +2 bonus to everybody.
Yeah, so I would be at a +3 to hit. That'd be awesome. But I'm already auto hitting you, so that was a great play because that ability usually helps both of us, but in this situation, it just helps you. So you're going to have 10 attack dice hitting on 2s. I have 7 attack dice that auto hit. So I'm hoping for lots of 1s from you.
See what we can do.
Oh, a couple 1s. So 2 1s.
That looks like 8 hits, right?
8 hits, yep. So I'm going to take 8. I'm going to add 4 defense dice, and these are +1s. So I'm looking for 4s or better. So hopefully
I am saving how many, Rodge?
You will be saving 7.
7, that's right.
But you're going to roll 9 dice. So I saved 6 of the 8.
And I could have rolled better. I'm going to be taking 2, 4, 6, 7. So that is going to be...
Well, you saved...
I saved 2.
2 of the 7. So,
that's true. Excuse me.
So 5 guys go down.
So I will have 1 left.
And I will have...
They will stick around.
I'm going to take the banner out. And... this warrior here. And... I will take a fatigue at the end of that. And
actually, this fatigue was spent.
Yep, they were on that. That fatigue is on this unit. I didn't remove the marker, so yep. And then he will retreat directly that way short. I'm going to keep it going with the maidens here. Why not? I'll charge in to this 4-pack, see if I can take you down. Another saga dice. I'll have a second fatigue going into that one. Going in, 4 attacks from the Valkyrie. 2 other warriors left. You decided not to close ranks. So you got 4 attacks. You got Bloodbath in play. And now that I'm thinking about this, I'm not sure this was a wise idea, but that's fine. So more attacks may not help me at this point. And I'm hoping this doesn't blow up in my face. So I'm going to use the Strategos, the second batch of 4 dice, to give myself 4 defense dice. And so it's going to go to you. I got 2 fatigues, and you do have a bloodbath queued up. What do you want to do?
And I am going to use bloodbath.
Okay.
So that will take me down to a 3, and I will have to discard 3 of my attack dice.
But now every miss is going to be a hit to myself. And I see you've still got those camels back there. Eyeing up my Hearthguard cavalry. I hate that combo. But we're in this fight here, so I have to pass. I don't have anything else I can do.
All right. And I will burn 1 of your fatigues to get me back up to a 4.
Okay. So I'll pass. I still have 1 fatigue left. But if you take yourself up again, I'll be able to re-roll attack or defense dice according to the Shield Maiden rules. So
yeah, I think we're gonna leave it right there.
It's gonna leave it even, Steven. Okay, so that was a good play here. So you got 1 attack hitting on a 4. I've got 1 attack hitting on a 4, or sorry, 6 attacks hitting on 4s. Hoping for a lot of 4 pluses here. I'm hopeful since I used defense dice that I won't have to worry about it. I'll get all hits, but all right. So 3 hits, even, right. Steven.
And I got a miss.
All right, so I put 3 hits on you. You're blocking on 5s.
Let's see what happens. Oh!
Snuck 1 through.
1 of them through.
That'll burn a Saga dice.
It will.
I did 3 hits to myself. I'm going to add 4 dice. So looking for 5s. I have to make a couple of these at least, or else I'm going down. I saved 1, so just the Valkyrie left. So I lose 2, so I'm going to retreat after pulling the casualties. Zoop. Zoop. So I took you down a Saga dice, but I lost 1 more warrior in that exchange, so we'll see if it matters. That could have been a mistake. So I don't have any additional activations, so this is how it's looking. Tom is going to generate 1, 2, 3, 4 Saga dice, and he has a determination from the soldier, a determination we obey on the warlord, so there's still quite a bit he can do here. Let's see what he rolls. 3 commons and a rare. Tom used his rare to cash in the activation pool, rolled an additional common and an uncommon. At the end of the turn, he's got Allah's Blessing up, which can provide some shooting defense. He's got a Hearthguard or Hero activation, a Warrior activation. He's got Hajira, which he can remove 1 of his Hearthguard and activate up to 3 units within Al, so pretty much his entire army could be affected by that for the most part. And then, of course, Promise of Paradise is up. I've got 2. This is a pure defensive ability, and this is some attack and defense dice. So I'll have a little something in play, but let's see what he does.
I'm going to use my We Obey from my Warlord to arrest my warriors.
Just in range.
Yeah. And then I am going to spend the Saga dice to activate that unit of warriors to charge into that
the Valkyrie.
Last remaining figure in
Shield baiting.
Valkyrie.
All right, let's do it.
So they are coming in.
The Valkyrie generates 4 attack dice. I decided not to close ranks. I'm probably going to die anyways. The Valkyrie doesn't have resilience or anything. You've got 10 warrior attacks coming in. Both armor 4. You're first up for Saga abilities. What are you thinking?
I think we're going to use Allah's Blessing. So that will take me down to a 3, but you will be you'll be forced to discard 4 of your hits after you've rolled.
Yeah, that's a good play. I can't do any damage at all, but at least we got that ability out of the way. And maybe next turn I'll have some success on an attack. I still have 2 fatigues. I don't have anything that I can use. Do you want to use one or both of them?
You know, I'm actually going to use 1 fatigue to bring you back up to a 4.
Are you sure?
Actually,
Do you want to
know
use?
What?
Yeah,
I'm actually going to use the. Let's see, was that 3?
You want to take me down?
Yeah, I'm going to take you down to a 3.
Okay, that's 1 fatigue. You want to burn the other one? Hit on 2s?
You know what? There's some consequences here, I believe.
Yeah, so at this point, I'm not getting a reroll or a bonus because our armor is the same for the shield maidens. If you take me down to a 2, I can reroll attack or defense dice. So there'll be no point in rerolling attack dice, but I can reroll defense dice.
You know what? I will give you the reroll for the sake of hitting on twos.
Let's get some drama. All right. Hopefully you'll roll a boatload of ones and then I make all my saves. So I'm just gonna roll for fun. I would have had 1 hit.
Oh,
hey, we got some ones.
There are some ones in there.
Yeah, baby. So pull those out. How many are left here?
We got 7. 7.
So I'm looking for 5s. I need to make them all. And anything that miss, I can try again. So I saved 2. And here we go. Oh! Oh, that would have been so awesome to make them all. But 1 is enough to take me down and inflict a fatigue on these levy here. So the shield maidens are gone. I didn't do any damage, but you do take a fatigue.
Saga dice to activate my unit of mounted Hearthguard.
4 camels.
And you're just gonna.
Oh boy!
Quite their full distance.
My horses are not pleased with this.
And then I am going to use the soldier's determination, and he will move.
Right. So
he will move medium, which will get him not quite completely on the hill.
Yeah, we measured. He wasn't quite full. You got to be completely on the hill.
To use the determination of my warlord as well and bring him around.
All right.
Right back here. That will be the end of my turn.
All right. So, end of your turn 3. Did some damage. Took out those pesky shield maidens, punching above their weight. So, at this point, I have to fight honestly with honest men. So, we'll see how this goes. 1 rare. 4 commons, 1 uncommon. Well, I was a little flummoxed with this roll. I wish I had another uncommon, but I decided to kind of play it a little safe, going for the points. I'm ahead here, and I want to keep it that way. I could go for the jugular, but I'm just really worried about those camels and bloodbath and my hearth card. That's a big point swing, potentially, if he can connect with those. So I'm going to see if I can do something about it. Spend a Saga dice to charge this unit of 11 warriors in. Let's do it, boys. All right, I got 11 warriors there, generating 11 attacks. You've got 3. Decided not to close ranks. Armor is 4 versus 4. I passed. I want to see what you're going to do here.
All right, I think now's the time. We're going to use Promise of Paradise. And I do have a rare on there, so if that unit is wiped out, all enemy units within L are going to be taking a fatigue.
Yeah, so I'm taking a risk here. That's probably most of my army, but I'm hoping this is the point. I roll like garbage. Let's see. I'm looking for 4s. Oh, tremendous. So you got 1 hit.
1.
So I got 7 hits on you. You're looking for 5s on those. If they're mostly 5s, you'll live. I lose a guy.
That is not the roll I wanted.
It's close enough.
It's close enough.
Yep,
We
you
got
lose.
three snuck three. That's
Exactly
the
3.
The end of the unit.
So, which one do you want to leave for last?
I'm going to leave this guy right here last.
Okay.
There's that unit. Your mounted hearth guard. This unit is going to be just out of range, but every other unit will be suffering fatigue.
All right, and this unit should suffer fatigue as well for you?
That is correct.
All right, I'll put the fatigues down. We had to do it. Boy, we are tired. I'll have a second fatigue for the combat. Boosh, boosh. Boosh. Alright, so I was hoping I could sneak it past you, but took some fatigues. Now I need to think about this for a second. Downside, taking fatigues across the board. Upside, your board is completely devoid of any defensive or offensive abilities. Hajira's up, but that's an activation ability you're going to use on your next turn. So you'll be able to activate. But you got these tiny little warrior units, so I need to strike while the iron is hot and while the getting's good, because I don't want a second promise of paradise to go off in future turns. So I'm going to activate this warrior unit to charge the 1 pack there. That single warrior. I do have 2 fatigues. You could cancel it outright. I don't have another warrior activation queued up, but I do have a wheel bay. So I could try it again if you stop me.
I think I'm going to cancel that outright.
Okay.
That was probably not the right move to make.
I would have went in exhausted.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately you could have got there anyway. So it's either you're going exhausted. And the only thing is you're actually burning the
but that's
wheel
the
bay.
wheel bay, yeah. So it's one less wheel bay.
Yeah.
So burn those 2 fatigues to stop it. I am just in range for wheel bay, so we're gonna do the charge regardless. We will have a fatigue at the end of this. Hopefully I can fatigue bomb you, gum up the works here. I'm going in with 10 attacks. You did kill 1. You had 1 attack, but you're gonna close ranks. Is that right?
I'm gonna close ranks.
All right, sir.
On the off chance we can keep this guy around.
Okay, we'll use your fatigue to take you down to a 3. So looking for 3s. Looking for 6. So you need 6 4s.
Oh, so close.
Oh, 5 4s. Oh, I would have had a reaction if you had saved all 6 of those.
All right, so he is gone, and he will be generating a fatigue for the unit of camels, I believe.
Yeah.
As well as
a big unit.
Big unit. And this unit right here.
The 3 pack right there. All right, so we're doing some damage. We gotta think some more here. Next up, we're gonna use a dice to rest the warlord. And he's gonna charge in with his determination into this 3 pack of warriors here. Yeah, mule! Warlord charging in with 8 attacks. You have 3 attacks. You are exhausted. Did you want to close ranks?
Yes. So we actually, you know what? We're gonna let this fly. We are not gonna close ranks.
All right, you're gonna try to keep me honest here. Okay. So you do have 3 fatigues. You are exhausted. So I'll use 1 of your fatigues to take me up to a 6. Our boards are clear, and then I'll use your 2 other fatigues to take me down to 2s. So you cannot hit me at all with the -1, so I'll just be looking for 2s. 7 hits.
I think that should be enough to do it, but we'll see.
Hopefully it can wipe you out here.
D5s. And And that will do it. That's 4. 4 can get through.
All right, so he's the last one to be removed, which will put a fatigue on to the camels. They have a second one. And there'll be another fatigue on this unit of warriors. And I will take a fatigue for the fight. We are going to use a dice to rest my Hearthguard. I'm going to use Outflank. I have a rare on it, so I get to, after I use it, I get to re-roll this dice and place it on my battle board. So I'm going to use Outflank. I can activate a unit to move. I just have to stay more than medium away. So I'm going to activate these guys for a movement. You can reduce it or cancel it outright if you want.
You're going to cancel it outright.
Okay. All right. This is the dice roll. Roll the uncommon. So I get to put it on my battle board. And I want to put it on my Hearthguard because they're going to charge. Now, am I going to charge this 10-pack of warriors? We're exhausted, very juicy. Or this scary unit of camels, who are also scary. I would be hitting these guys on 6s. I would go down to 4s after I take the fatigue off. These guys I could do some serious damage to. Definitely knock you under Saga Dice Generation. I'm going to... I'm a little nervous. Hitting on 4s, it's pretty dicey, Tom. I don't like it.
No.
My best shot of taking those guys out. So we'll charge into the Lion's Den. We're going after the Hearthguard.
All right.
Let's do it. So 6 Hearthguard, generate 12 attacks.
All right, and I have a 4 Mountain Hearthguard generating 8 attacks.
So your armor's 5. I have a -1 because you're dirty camels. So 6s. I'm a 5. I'll use one of your fatigues to take you down. You don't have anything else going on, so I'll use another fatigue to take you down. So I'm hitting you on 4s. I'm going to use superior tactics to generate some additional dice here. I'll get 3 attack, 2 defense dice, 1 last ability I could use. I could get some more defense dice, but I think this will be it. So I'm looking for 4s. You're looking for 5s. Big 4s. Not as many as I would have liked.
Very poor roll. All right, how many connected there, Rodge?
7 for me.
All right,
3 for
you're
you.
saving 3.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance. Well,
They are eliminated.
Out.
So which one do you want to pull last?
We're going to
Probably
pull this
that guy. Yep.
Here last.
Put a fatigue on the soldier. These guys don't care. I'm rolling 3 plus 2 defense dice. Looking for 5s. I saved 1, so you took down 2 of the Hearthy-Gs.
All right. Well, that was suboptimal.
We'll have a fatigue. I got 1 levy activation. I'll activate these guys for a movement. Do you want to do anything about that? You can
I think we'll
shorten
let
it. Okay,
we will let it go.
We'll let it go. These fatigued tokens out of the way. Go to about here. So we can get a couple shots. I will generate 3 shots I have a fatigue on me, so I'm hitting you on 4s. I could make it. You can make it 5s. What do you think of that?
Yeah, we'll actually we'll burn the fatigue.
Okay.
Up to 5s.
So we're looking for 5s.
Nothing.
Would have been 1 hit if you hadn't done it. And it's gonna go to you. Good, sir. No maneuvers over here. Originally planned to move this guy up, but used all my dice for fighting, I guess. At the last moment, I was thinking about trying to block this lane, but I'd already moved every model, so I didn't know where I was originally. So I was hanging out by a butt hair out there, but you're down some Saga dice and troops, and hopefully that'll be enough.
All right, I have 3 units left, so we'll throw 3 Saga dice.
Yep, you've got Heathen up, so you can do some activations, but you have to kill a Hearthguard, but it's an option. And you've got a rare.
I'm going to burn that rare to roll on dice.
All right, so we've got a Hearthguard activation, Warrior activation, Mortal Blow, always solid. Gyra's up from last time. We're just talking. Not sure if that's being pronounced correctly, but I'm just going to keep going with it. And Promise of Paradise is back, but it's just a common dice.
Yeah, so
what's the game plan here?
I'm going to activate my hero. He is going to use his Wheel Bay, and he is going to demand that these unit of warriors take a break, so they're going to rest.
Take it easy, lads.
And then he is going to move with his determination.
Oh boy, I see my error. All right, so I'm way ahead on VPs currently, but this scenario always has the auto win. So if you keep that soldier alive, perhaps, and eliminate my challenger, perhaps you got a shot. What's next?
All right. I am going to use my Gyra or Hurrah, or however we're pronouncing it. So I am going to activate the 3 units. I'm going to activate my hero warlord to charge into
the traitor. Take him down. So it doesn't generate a fatigue, unfortunately.
Correct. It does not generate fatigue.
Oh boy. All right, the traitor, he's got 2 attacks. I decided to close ranks. For 1, you have 8 attacks on the warlord, both armor of 5. Do you have any options, good sir?
Yeah, we are going to use Mortal Blow. So I'm going to take my armor down to a 4, but in return, I will get I'll get 4 additional attack dice and then 2 more defense dice.
Right, that's pretty good. I don't have any options. I do have a fatigue. Do you want to spend it or leave it?
I think we're going to leave it there.
All right. I'm resilience of 1, so you need to get 3 hits through on 5s. Hitting you once on a 4. Oh, he stabs you. Big whiff. Big whiff.
There we go. That's going to be 3 of them.
All right, I just got to block 1 of them. You needed to roll a little better to lock it in, but you still got a chance here.
And I'm making a saving throw, right?
Yep, you're going to roll 3 dice. And failed them all. He stabs you. Saving on 4s. I have to make at least 1 of these. I save 2. But it's a horse apiece because I take 1 wound and then another for the fight. So I'm exhausted now. You will take a fatigue from my hit and a fatigue for the fight, and then you're going to back up to be a short away. All right. So we may come back to him, but you have activations over here from Heathen. So those are the only 2 units eligible. The soldier is a mercenary technically, so he doesn't listen.
The unit of warriors is going to They're going to move back in here.
All right, so we're running interference.
Yep.
I'd rather you be exhausted and in the way. The Hearthguard unit, they count as being within long of themselves, so they can move a medium. So you have a warrior activation, you have a Hearthguard activation. So yeah. I think originally you were planning to envelop the soldier, but you did not kill the traitor. You could potentially activate your warlord and go in exhausted. But I could spend your fatigues to make it impossible for you to kill me. Or, I'd spend fatigues. You'd spend my fatigues to counteract it. And then at the end of the day, you won't kill him. So that doesn't appear to be an option. So if you activate the Hearthguard again, will be a fatigue on him.
Mm-hmm.
But what does the soldier want to do? He has determination. He hasn't gone yet.
Correct. So he is just going to move up, but I'm determining how I want to shield with my Hearthguard first.
Okay, so if he moves, he gets the victory point.
Correct.
Because he just needs to get his butt up there a little bit.
Yep. So we are going to use his determination. And he's just gonna shimmy up to the bottom of the hill there, so he's fully on the hill.
Fully on.
And you know what? I am going to activate the unit of Hearthguard one more time to bring them up.
All right, make a sandwich.
And we'll distance there, and they will have a fatigue on them.
All right, there was a serious fight over this hill. That's going to be it for your turn. You have an outside chance if you can kill the traitor and keep the soldier alive, but let's see what I get up to. All right, so in the interest of brevity here, we went through my turn and did some serious damage to this warrior unit with the Hearthguard. Rest of my warlord, finished your warlord off. I moved the levy up. They engaged the soldier there after putting a hit on him with shooting. And he killed a couple, but they backed off. So now he's exhausted and rested these guys. So at this point, he canceled my moves to keep me off, but there is another turn. So it looks like I'm going to be able to get him on. And there isn't really much you can do at this point. So we're going to call it. Well, the battle has ended. Many a victory point was gained by both sides, but it looks like a victory for the last Romans here. Any comments, Tom, about what occurred here?
Well, other than perhaps a little bit of a bloodbath, I would think the Mutataww'ia came in very aggressive. They had the hill early on, but at the end of the day, they weren't able to hold it.
Yeah, so I think you did well pushing up, pushing the hill. There was a bloodbath. Mutataww'ia, have that ability. If it was utilized a couple more times, perhaps, he could have victory. So I think you did pretty well. I should thank you for agreeing to come on, be the guinea pig for the first kind of a live battle report here. So yeah, full disclosure, you haven't beaten me yet. So you're very brave here. Coming into this, knowing that you were probably going to lose. So anybody watching, please, where Tom went wrong, let us know. He's learning the mutts here. We've talked a lot about it, and he's sticking with them. We've theoried Saracens and with the Moors. You'd have to paint some more models, but you're sticking by your guns. This is your first Saga Warband, so it's kind of advanced. Maybe. It's going to take you a few more runs to get it going, but let us know. There's probably some moves there. I'm always sweating playing the last Romans. Once the fatigue starts piling up, it could be really difficult to slough that off, but I think that big turn where I just kind of ate it, pushed forward, that seemed to seal the deal. So That worked out for me. Thanks again to Tom. We'll probably have you back, and maybe I'll give you a crack at a different war band here. See how you do. But that was fun. If people like this, want to see more of it, let me know. It was a lot of fun to put together. I'll talk to you guys next time. All right. Bye-bye.
Saga! If you'd like to see more Saga content, consider joining the Heathen Army over on Patreon or popping on down to the Saga Thursday Discord server. Links below. Thanks, guys.